maybe 3. I don't even remember when we launched them. But let me tell you, I remember the day we launched them, I was like, I've never seen anything like this. This is the coolest thing I've seen in years. Beside the fact that it's been years and years since we've even had binoculars here. My daughter was going to Alaska. I bought them. I'm like, she's leaving in 7 days. I probably won't get it. I got them in time. People were stopping her everywhere when she was using them because I want you to see this fabulous. Oh, you're going to show my photo? Look at that. That's Noelle's, that's one of the bears that Noelle saw, because guess what? It's not just a binocular. It's not just a camcorder. It's a 48 megapixel camera. Look at, and she was on, it was so fun. She was in Alaska, but she was also way far back. So the digital zoom on this, because it actually has an 8 times zoom, 10 time magnification, unbelievable. All right, let me just tell you what we're doing right now. And I'm not sure how many we have, but I know that this has been incredibly popular over the weekend. $179.99. We're selling it for $99 and $99.99. It comes with the case. 5 FlexPay payments of $20 on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay. It is $80 off, and I'm laughing because when Noelle went, I went up to my family, we have a family home in Georgia. I sold 5 of them to other family members when I was up there just talking about it. They're incredible. Mr. Joe Harrison is coming on in. Joe.
Incredible, isn't it?
You know, I mean, I flipped out over these when we launched them.
Seeing the bear. Who wants to get close to a bear? Nobody wants to get close to a bear.
No, thank you.
But the fact that you can get
Look at him.
I can't believe she got that. Is fantastic.
Isn't that a great photo?
That's what you'd expect a bear in the wild to do, catching some salmon right there.
Yeah.
But this is what you can do with your Bell & Howell binoculars, because it is an amazing set of binoculars, bringing the action 10 times closer. The optics on here are crystal clear. Plus, they also have anti-fog lenses. So if you're going from one weather element to another, don't have to worry about the fogging up whatsoever. They also work for anybody. Doesn't matter what the type of your size your head is. My head's as big as a basketball, so I'm extra wide. My kids, my wife, kind of a little bit tiny. So anywhere in between, you're perfect for it. If you wear glasses, even the tips on here are soft, so you can put your glasses right up against it and it won't damage. 2 ways to focus. The first one, there's your main focus right there, but sometimes we have one eye that's different than the other. So then this side will focus as well. So it really does work for anybody. Now, whether you're seeing an Alaskan bear or whether you're watching your kids at recital, you're like, I want to capture this moment. Down here in the middle, that's your high definition camera and camcorder. You pop open that screen with one touch of a button, you are now recording. There's the button down below that cycles between photos and videos. There's the other button to take the action, to actually take the photo itself. That's it. And when you fold everything up, it is so small, it is so compact, it is smaller than my cell phone. Yeah. Most cell phones will be larger than this, and it doesn't weigh 3, 4, 5 pounds like the last pair of binoculars. It weighs less than a pound, but let me show you the quality that you're getting today. It is super sharp resolution. I took my kids down to the zoo. When you see the elephants are always super far away. Backside of the habitat, you can see them throwing hay up onto his back, and it's that detail that you're getting now because we're at 2.5K resolution. Super, super, super sharp. But Bobby, most of the times you go somewhere, you take a picture, and this is what your photo looks like. Right. Because this is what happens with your cell phone. Then you're like, oh, there are birds in the tree.
I think there's a bird in there.
You're like, here, I can pinch and zoom. And then you start doing this. And then by the time you get to the birds, you're like, wow, look how out of focus they are. Look how fuzzy they are. Look how pixelated they are. But with your Bell & Howell binoculars, those same birds look like that.
What?
So much, it's night and day.
Amazing,
when you see that. And then with one touch of that button I showed you, you can switch over and now you can record the birds with a video. So videos, photos, but just look at the colors, look at the feathers. You can see the tiny little feathers, even the vegetation behind it. It looks so crystal clear, Bobby, because this is really the best resolution that we've offered.
So I want everybody to realize we sold 2,900 of these over the last couple of days in a couple of airings. I have a little over 2,000 left. That is it. And the fact that you can get them today, $80 off, plus your free shipping and handling, plus $20 on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay. I want to talk about holiday gifts because I know my sister-in-law, they're not watching, my sister-in-law bought 2 of these as holiday gifts. I had a friend of mine that bought them because she was going to Alaska. Another friend of mine bought them because she was going to Vietnam. So let me tell you, whether you're buying them for yourself, they are so worth it. And you know, most binoculars are big, heavy, and clunky. And what are they? They're binoculars. That's it. This is a camcorder, and those amazing 48 megapixel photos that Joe took, that Noel took in Alaska.
Yep.
I am telling you, this is, and look, Bell and Howell, 116 years.
Amazing company.
And they're known for their expertise and excelling in electronics. And this is one of the best, I think this is probably one of the best Black Friday deals that we have.
It really is. And notice that like this, because it's 48 megapixels, I can fill up the TV and everything is still sharp. And it has that infinity focus, so even off from the distance. But right there in the middle, it's tough to see. There is a boat right there. As I'm standing on this bridge, I can go from there all the way to there. It's like, where's the boat? Oh, the boat's right there.
Isn't that insane?
All you have to do is use the lens, just pop that open.
Yep, right there.
And now you're able to take those photos, high definition photo, high definition video. I go back to my friends the elephant because I wanted to show you, this is typically what it looks like. You're over here on the edge. The elephants are always way in the back. You're like, I want to get close to the elephants. Well, there's a mama and a baby. And if we get close to that mama with the baby there, that means trouble. Don't do that, but now your Bell & Howell binoculars gets you closer. And again, with one touch of a button, look at the resolution that you're getting today. These are the type of memories that you just can't rely on your cell phone, which was designed to take phone calls, not take pictures. And now you can take pictures with it. And if you're thinking, there's no way I'm going to be able to get those type of pictures, those type of videos, Bell & Howell makes it easy. It's one touch button, but there's also image stabilization built into it. So Bobby, even if you're a little shaky, no problems. It is going to stabilize the video. It is going to stabilize that photos. It is going to look fantastic. And by the way, you can close this. You don't need to use the battery when you're using the regular binoculars. It's only when that moment comes that you can pop open that screen and now able to shoot it. And anything 10 times or anything like say 100 feet away is now gonna be 10 feet away. It brings the action now 10 times closer.
And a 32 gig card, memory gig card that comes with it.
And it works right in the backside. So if you need to put the memory card in there, and if you fill it up, no problem. You can go out anywhere and buy additional memory cards. So even when you're on vacation, it's really easy to add more memory to it. And you can see the port right above it. That's where you recharge the batteries that are built inside. Because what you're controlling is not only control the buttons, but there's also a 2-inch display that's on there.
Anti-glare too, right?
Anti-glare, so when you're outside, you want to make sure you have a screen that you can see out in the sun. This can do it for you too. Even as I'm trying to take a picture of the Christmas tree over there. It just looks, it's so
amazing.
Easy to be able to do. And even though a lot of people think, oh, I'm using the binoculars outside, I think about like the Christmas recitals, and my daughter was doing this dancing, and we're in these auditoriums, and she's a theater kid, so we're in the dark theater, but we're always in the back. And now I just take my binoculars, and you look right at them, and you capture some amazing photos.
And then how are you normally taking your photographs at events? You're with the phone, right? And you're trying to zoom in, and the same thing, when you're zooming in, you're getting like all of the glare to it, and everything's fuzzy. This, when you get these home, when you get it, you get it. That's exactly what this item is. Number one, the fact that you're not just getting a binoculars that literally will fit in the palm of your hand, but the fact that it has a built-in camcorder, that you have the opportunity to take those incredible photographs like the bear. I should have posted one of the videos too. She had some of the most amazing videos of like the bears jumping for the salmon, but there's just one of the, that's just one of the bears right there. And the photograph, and she was funny because she said she was on the train, and I guess the conductor saw her and said, what is that? So more people stopped her and asked her, said, what is that? Where did you get it? And everybody that I have mentioned this to has to have it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, right?
Well, if you think about, I want to buy a set of binoculars, I need to buy a camcorder, I need to buy a camera, or I buy this, and just everything is so small. Now, sometimes you can't get close to wildlife, like that bear in the river. There's no way I'm walking in the river to get that bear. But this bird was a little afraid to meet me. He's actually sitting right on top of the waterfall, right there.
Oh my God, I can't even see him.
If you want to zoom in, like he kept moving around. He's like, there's no way you're taking my picture. I'm not comfortable with you. But even when you pinch and zoom, he kind of gets out of focus. The light just doesn't look great. But with your Bell & Howell binoculars, you get that close.
Look
I
at
go
that.
from there to there, and then you can see how nervous he was. But just trying to follow him around, and this kind of shows that image stabilization. He's moving around. I've got to follow him, and it's nice and steady. I'm moving up, I'm moving down, because he didn't want to have his picture taken. But notice, like every feather that's on there, it is super, super clear. So, you know, whether you're trying to record your kids, whether you're going to Alaska for a once-in-a-lifetime trip, these memories that you take today are going to look fantastic tomorrow and 10 years down the road, because you're shooting in 48 megapixels, shooting such high resolution, and it just makes it really better quality. And sometimes when you look at the pictures from your phone, they look great on the 3-inch screen, but then you print them off to something this big, and you're like, wow, that is not a great picture whatsoever. This, you're gonna get really some amazing details out of the photos and videos.
Best holiday gift,
Oh, for sure.
right?
76 days till Christmas. I mean, everybody.
76 days.
Yeah, it goes by so fast. Just put them under the tree. They're ready to go.
Yeah, and then, you know, I was just chatting about this even with the Idea Play. There are, you know, so many of us look at our list and you're like, I don't know what to buy. I mean, you have no idea what to buy someone. This is something that they are not only going to enjoy, they're going to enjoy time and time again. So it's not just, I mean, maybe you're like, you know what, I really don't travel, but I bet you do go to events with your kids or events with your grandkids, or maybe you just like to sit and watch, you know, my sister-in-law loves to watch birds. Whatever it is, you have the opportunity now, thanks to Bell & Howell, with this amazing, amazing little camcorder that is also a binocular, that is also your photo. It fits in the palm of your hand. And all of it today, $80 off. And we showed the counter, I think, a little earlier. I believe close to 3,000 flew out of here over the last couple of days. So we have about 2,000 left, and when they're gone, they're gone. I remember when we launched them, we brought in, I think it was 500. Remember, they sold out in our first show, and everybody's like, oh, where is it? So you can see over 3,000. Take advantage of it when you can enjoy that huge savings. Do you have more shows today, Joe?
We limiting shows. I was supposed to have a few more shows through. I mean, this was a Black Friday deal. It's supposed to go through Black Friday.
Right.
We're
never happened.
Halfway through the quantity, Bobby.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we can't get them back before Christmas because
that's good to know.
There's a lot of technology that goes into it that makes it really difficult. And you were saying, like, who do you give these to? I have my teenage daughter, Reese, and her good friend, Cypress. They were just in her backyard looking at birds. And, you know, sometimes you think, oh, teenagers aren't into this technology. They were out there for like an hour just looking at birds, seeing different things. And it's such a cool thing that you can just go to your backyard.
Exactly.
You can find something that you're able to see and to be able to record. Because when you see the binoculars, it is a great set of binoculars, but it has that camera that's right there. You pop open that screen, and now you can really shoot some incredible stuff. I'll show you another set of photos, because sometimes people say, can you really get that close? Are you up on a ladder seeing something? Here I am down on the street, and if you notice, this is a clock tower. There's a clock that is right in the middle, and I'll show you. You try to zoom in on it, but then all of a sudden, it gets kind of pixelated. It gets kind of out of focus. I forgot, where's the clock? There's the clock. Oh, there's the clock right there. You can barely see it, but now with your Bell & Howell binoculars, you get that close. And I'm standing at the street, and there it is. But if you're thinking, I want to chase my kids on the football field, the soccer field, she is standing now on the top of the tower, all the way up there. So if you have those videos and photos of your kids playing sports on a 100-yard field, and you never see them,
I think
they look like little specks, this is going to get you close to the action.
Absolutely. And so excited. Congratulations to everyone. Over 3,000 of these have been spoken for, and we were real excited to be able to continue today. And